Hey race fans, welcome to the preview show. I am Alex Weaver. That is Jonathan Merriman. Hendrick gets back-to-back in victory lane, this time with the number 5 of Kyle Larson. But now we turn the page to Phoenix Raceway, and one of those guys over at Hendrick has had success as of late. I'm looking at the 9 of Chase Elliott at Phoenix. And then also let's talk about Kevin Harvick, because he has a lot of wins at Phoenix. Let's talk Harvick and Elliott.
Well, I think Chase Elliott's got a good chance of finding victory lane this weekend. I think he's probably going to be the leader out of that Hendrick stable. But Kevin Harvick, he hasn't had a lot of success at Phoenix as of late. We know that he's got the wins there, dating back some time in an era of dominance, but it hasn't been the case. But don't hit the panic button after a miserable Las Vegas race. Rodney Childress, Kevin Harvick, Stewart Haas Racing, they'll get things sorted out. Still early on in the year, 4 races in, so I don't expect them to have a resurgence at Phoenix, but I think later in the year they'll be okay.
Well, speaking of panic button, I think a guy who hits it every week, at least on the radio standpoint of things, Kyle Busch, and then his teammate Denny Hamlin. What's going on with the Toyotas, and specifically at Joe Gibbs Racing? Those two champs, or wannabe champs with Denny Hamlin, have not showed up in victory lane yet.
Well, it's the same thing. It's early in the year, and I think it might be a little bit more concerning around Denny Hamlin just because, that team, that unit's been together for a while. But Kyle's still getting used to Ben Bayshore on the box, and they're still working out some kinks. But I do think the tide is about to turn for that Toyota camp.
Interesting. All right, well, we're racing out in the desert on Sunday. Who you got? Who you going with?
All right, I'm going with Kyle Busch. I think he's going to be the guy to beat. I kind of want to pick Chase Elliott. I'm sure that's no surprise to you, but I think Kyle Busch is going to be the guy to beat in Phoenix.
All right, well, I can't believe I'm saying this either, but you kind of swayed my pick from earlier this week on backseat drivers. I went with the 4 of Kevin Harvick, and I'm going to switch it up and go with the 22 of Joey Logano. I think that's the first Penske car in victory lane.
Joey and his teammate Brad Keselowski both are pretty solid picks.
All right, well, let's see who's right. It will probably be neither of us, but we're racing out in the desert for the spring race of Phoenix. It's the first time there this season. Check it out Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, and we'll see you right back here on the preview show.